Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, Brad Drake, and today we are back in action with Championship Wrestling from Florida. Remember, everybody, we are trying to bring Championship Wrestling from Florida out of the grave. We are owned by Jim Crockett Promotions. They have loaned us a bunch of wrestlers to use, and here we are. And as we went over before, the spreadsheet is made up with our entire roster, so we know exactly who's on our roster, who's being loaned out to us, and such. And got our tag teams listed. And I've decided to actually try to keep the tour as realistic as possible. Obviously, the venue and town are not going to be the same, but we are going to attempt to keep the tour dates the same. There's going to be some incidents where we can't because we're going to have our television on Wednesday night. And let's double check to make sure that we've already made that adjustment to television being on Wednesday night. It is. And that is good for us. We got that going for us. Let's take it. Do we have any storylines going? No, we do not. Remember, everybody, Championship Wrestling from Florida was belly up. They were really in a lot of trouble. And Crockett Promotions bought them out. And they're attempting to give them a shot in the arm in real life, as we know. They would do this until about December. They'd stopped doing the loans only a couple months after they took over. So like by the summertime, both the big names weren't being loaned to Florida anymore. And pretty much by November, it was done. In December at Starrcade, by Starrcade, the UWF and Championship Wrestling from Florida were both done. So here we are. We're a day out from our next scheduled event, which is tomorrow, which is the CWF live event tour number 32. What's going to happen here is that Crockett is going to sign a bunch of wrestlers and they're going to send them down to us. So we are going to get a big inflated roster really quickly here, and we're going to have to deal with it. What we're going to actually do for our television taping is we are going to bring back our television title. Okay. I always like to usually have a junior heavyweight title, but in this situation, with our roster the way it is, we do not have a lot of smaller wrestlers. So a light heavyweight title or a junior heavyweight title, bringing back the Florida junior heavyweight title that could also apply to middleweights, is not going to do us much good here because we're not going to have very many options with our roster. Now we'll see who Crockett signs and sends down to us, but we are going to bring back the Florida television title. And that's my call, and I'm going to do it for fun. We're going to bring back the Florida television title. I don't see any reason to bring back the Bahamas title yet, although I highly doubt we're ever going to do that, or the Southern heavyweight title, or the North American title, or any of the others, but we are going to bring back that title for now. So, there it is, back in action, right there, the Florida television title. And we're going to go ahead and move forward to the next day here, see if anything happens. And I already laid out our card, so we'll just glance at it briefly for the tour date while we wait for the next day to load. And we're loading. We're still loading. It's a big load because there's lots of television, lots of companies, and this save is running the latest version of Championship Wrestling from Florida. I'm sorry, of the Supermod, which is version 9. And it's really taken a super long time here. And we'll let it continue to take its time. So obviously we're going to run a 6-segment tour show. And we are also going to run an 11-segment television show. Now, we're going to find out with the lone talent who's actually going to be available and who isn't. That's what's going to be difficult. And this appears to be frozen up. Then again, stuff like this happens. The next thing you know, bam, just like that. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at our news here. See that? This is what we're looking at, everybody. This is how it works. And they will send us a lot of these workers. they're going to send us all these workers. So this is what we're talking about when we can end up with a lot of wrestlers. Okay. All right, so we're going to delete all those. New champion in AWA, Buck Zumhoff. That scumbag piece of garbage. All right, so we should be ready for our live event tonight. And we are, so let's go ahead and get forward to it. This could take a little bit again. So while we're doing that, I'm going to give you a rundown of our card. Now, this is pending on who's available because we don't always know who's available because we have a lot of wrestlers on loan and we're going to have to take a look. So let's see. We're expecting 1,300 fans tonight, okay? So let's look at a venue with a max of 3,000 and a minimum of 1,000. Go down to FL for Florida. So these are a lot of the options we have, okay? Why don't we... No, we don't want to run that one. Let's go to St. Petersburg and let's run Gibbs High School Gym. Of course, it's going to say we're in debt because we don't have any money because we're owned by Crockett. So we're going to run Gibbs High School. And that, of course, is in St. Petersburg, Florida. So there we go. So our venue is set. Now comes the interesting part. We're going to take a look and see how many people are missing. Backstage incidents first. Manny Fernandez being a jerk. Imagine that. Stern Morning. That's got a negative impact on him. Basher is another troublemaker. Stern Morning. Nothing happens. Then we're going to see the 20 people that are missing. So right there is the 20 people that are missing. And the reason they're missing is because they all work for Crockett. That's the problem. So, oh, great. We're missing Steve Kern tonight, too, so we can't even have our main event that we want. Kevin Sullivan. So pretty much our whole card is not going to work here, everybody. Just so you know, so you're aware. Pretty much our entire card is scrapped here. This is the problem. This is where it's difficult being a developmental. Okay, so let's check our first match. Waska. I'm sorry. Waska. No, his name is not Waska. Okay, so our first match, we're trying to get Shaska Watley versus Brady Boone. And neither one of them are available. Okay? So, boy, this is going to suck. We got the Road Warriors. As a matter of fact, the Road Warriors are our new main event. I don't know who they're going to wrestle, but they're our new main event. So, here we are. Let's take a look here, see if there's anything we can scrap from this. How about we do Mitch Snow versus T-Joe Khan in our opener. Boy, this is going to be a craptastic card. All right, let's go Louis Estea Louis Estea is going to work Jerry Gray in our opener. This is just terrible. Okay. Estea and Gray are on there. 12-minute bout. And we're going to have Jerry Gray go over. All right. Let's try to get a second tag match in here. And we know we have Spike and Basher. And let's see singles who they could wrestle against. So we have, now we have to make sure that we exclude already booked. Okay, so we have, for baby faces, we have Steve Armstrong and Tracy Smothers. We got the Southern Boys. Oh, that one's like we planned. Why aren't the Southern Boys showing up here in tag teams? Okay, we're going to leave this one open-ended. It doesn't matter to me who wins. And we got, why are the Southern Boys not in here? That is the strangest thing. Well, we know what we're going to have to do now. So we've got Steve Armstrong. And we got Tracy Smothers. Oh, they're called Armstrong. The hell? Now, didn't that just tell us that we had the team already as Armstrong and Summers? There's Steve Armstrong. There's Tracy Smothers. They are currently set as an inactive unit. Okay, it's the Southern Boys. Permanent unit, save team. There we go. Got that one fixed up now. All right, moving right along. Next, we're going to try to have Johnny Ace and Rick Steiner. And that one was going to go 14. So let's see who we have left here for this next one. All right, Rick Steiner is still available. Johnny Ace is not, so we're going to have Rick Steiner beat Mitch Snow. So there we go. Rick Steiner with the win. And next, we're going to have the Barbarian and Ed Gantner. I don't think either one of these individuals is available. But this is going to be a 14-minute match regardless. So neither one of them are available. So we're going to have T.J. Khan face Jimmy Valiant. There we go. Jimmy Valiant with the win. And next, we were going to attempt to have Ron Simmons versus Dory Funk Jr. As we know, Ron Simmons isn't available. Dory Funk Jr. is, so that's good. So why don't we have... why don't we put Scott Hall... Why don't we put Ricky Morton in there against Dory Funk Jr.? We'll leave that one open-ended. And let's go here for our main event, which is going to go 25. Hopefully they can. We were going to attempt to have it as a tag match. We're going to have somebody face the Road Warriors here. And we could technically have Rude and Fernandez. They're the World Tag Team Champions. Yeah, we will. Obviously, we can't put the World Tag title on the line. But We could, and we would have this one end. That's going to be an epic. We would have as a draw, and we would have it as a double DQ. This would definitely get some eyeballs and people coming to the gate for the card when you start throwing around these huge names. This is called hot shotting. And, okay, well, Hawk doesn't want the finish. I guess the Road Warriors are going over. I don't see why they couldn't make it a non-title match. So, we don't need any announcers. Bill Alfonso was our only referee. So we need to change more referees. We need to check out the announcer situation. And we need to change Southern boys in the system. Okay, there's nothing we can do about the Alfonso situation. So we're going to go ahead and start the show, and let's see how we do here, everybody. All right, Jerry Gray beats Louis Estea. He gets a whopping 30 for a score. But I think we did sell out our arena, or close to it. All right, the Southern boys, I'm sorry. Yes, the Southern boys have defeated the Mod Squad. They get a 50 overall. Not bad. Rick Steiner beats Mitch Snow with that Flying Bulldog, 44. Jimmy Valiant beats the terrible TJ Khan. And he wins with that Boogie Woogie elbow drop. Dory Funk Jr. defeats Ricky Morton. I'm sorry. Ricky Morton defeats Dory Funk Jr. with a missile drop kick, 78 overall. And our main event gets a huge 85. It's a pretty good score. I'm surprised that Rude and Fernandez are only getting a 66 and 61 based on their popularity in the Mid-Atlantic region, but you can see those numbers from the Road Warriors help everything. So we're going to go ahead and finish up, and of course this one's going to get a gain. And we are going to talk very highly of Road Warrior Animal, Road Warrior Hawk, and we're going to talk very highly of Ricky Morton in singles action. So great performance, good performance. Making that speech. Pleased, pleased, pleased. Excellent. That'll take us back home. So our first show here is in the books for Championship Wrestling from Florida. Now we're going to have to focus on television. And of course, we are going to deal with that issue of all of our wrestlers working on other cards. Obviously, Crockett Promotions is running 7 nights a week with shows and tours, so it's just a matter of when we're going to be able to get people. But the first thing we're going to have to do here, look at that, the Sheep Herders have just won the AWA Southern Tag titles. Good for them. Tojo Yamamoto wins the NWA Mid-American Heavyweight title. Good for him. Bad Company have won the International Tag title. Steve Kern has won the International Heavyweight title. It's a lot of title changes there, everybody. And we got to find ourselves a referee here. We are not going to bring in Beautiful Bruce. Could bring in Bob Dinsmore. Yeah. See if he'll sign with us. And then we'll try to bring in Scrappy McGowan too. All right. See what our inbox is telling us. CWA's production values are up. Trying to see if anything else is too exciting here. And it's not. Nothing else too exciting here. Primetime Wrestling's got a pretty good card here. You can see a lot of the problems that we had in previous versions have been fixed. Ah, this is a pretty crappy card. Frankie Lane was enhancement talent. So, only so much we can do here. It's a decent card, though, for Worldwide Wrestling, that's for certain. Definitely a decent card. So, let's see what the CWA had going on here. Yeah, that's where all the title changes took place. All right, that's going to do it for us, everybody, for this one. I hope you're enjoying the Championship Wrestling from Florida series, and from the numbers, it certainly seems that you are. So we will be back soon, and we'll record that television show, and we'll continue throwing these CWF shows in there and having some fun. So everybody, if you are interested in advertising with us, please give me a call at 815-290-9087. Again, you can call or text me at 815-290-9087. You can contact me through braddrake.net. If you are selling any kind of product geared towards 80s wrestling fans, we are a great place for you to advertise. I can do a copy for you. You can send me over an ad, whatever you'd like. We can do 30 show deals. We can do 15 show deals, whatever you would like to do. But I'm telling you, if you have a niche product for this niche era, talk to us. We're doing really good numbers. We continue to grow. You can make money off of your product by advertising with us. Also, if you enjoy what you see and you would like to play this mod for yourself, go to braddrake.net, drop me a line. I'll be more than happy to send you over the link to the picture pack and the database. Also, I do ask for a donation. You can go to braddrake.net/supermod. The information is there to make a donation. All donations will go to the Cauliflower Alley Club, everybody. We do not keep any of this money. It's going to the Cauliflower Alley Club to help retired wrestlers. Hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and share this video with your friends. And last but not least, head over to facebook.com/groups/1987supermod and join us in conversation about the Supermod. Also, did you know that I wrote a book? Yes, Bob, Afghanistan, and Me is available on Amazon.com. That's Bob, Afghanistan, and Me, and it's available on Amazon.com. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.